And I believe the consistency becomes easy if, again, you have that passion. The passion is going to be your biggest thing. But there's some days that you don't want to do it. You got to put in the hard work when you don't want to sometimes. And that's very important. And a lot of people think, oh, motivation, I don't have the motivation to do it. Like motivation is very, very limited. You'll have
Mm.
motivation here and there, but it's not going to be there 24/7. You gotta mentally push through it. And that's a lot of people don't understand that. And then the third thing to wrap it all up is basically adapting or being able to uh make critical changes when need be, right? So if you're making content, for example, and let's say you're working hard at it and you're consistent with it, you're consistently uploading and you're hardworking, but maybe it's just not hitting the right demographic or you're not hitting the mark on when you need to edit certain things out or in, you have to be able to adapt and critically think when and what you need to change. If you're constantly adapting, you're constantly working hard and you're consistently working hard and adapting, you're going to reach some form of success. I just truly believe if you do those three things, it is. But the thing is, it's hard. It's hard. It's easier said than done. And um, I know a lot of people usually have one or two of those things at a time, but they never have all three. And that's in my opinion, like I said, the detriment to their potential. I think if you really want to maximize the potential of succeeding in anything you do, like I said, content, competing, anything that maybe, if you have those three things, I really believe that's going to set you up for the best results to be the best version of yourself at the end of the day. Like sometimes, there's going to be better people than you. But at the end of the day, like as long as you're doing the best thing that you can do, that's key. And I think to reach the maximum potential, you have to do those three things. Again, easier said than done, but if you can truly somehow incorporate those three things, I think you're destined for some form of success in whatever your passion is or whatever you're doing.
It's not guaranteed, but you will definitely get some form of progress.
Of
The
course.
only way is going up, man. Only
Mm-hmm.
way, got to get that IRL grind set. You know how it is. You
Of
got
course.
you
Of
got your
course.
goal, you got your destination, you got your career path chosen, or in your mind, you have decided to go through this career path slash goal and just grind through it no matter how long it takes.
Mm-hmm.
So Slayer, since you're basically on that IRL grind set with video games, you don't have any distractions on you, no girls, no going out, partying, hanging out with friends, no relationships.
Yeah, that's a good question. I think the balance is key. You need to definitely there's few people and there's definitely great success stories of people that just lock themselves away,
Mhm.
12, 16 hours a day, and that works for some people, but at the end of the day, they'll also tell you that's just hell. Like nobody loves that. You may get, to the point where you end up living a luxurious life or you reach a great goal because of that, but that time getting there is not it's not even almost a journey. It's incredibly painful. But if that's you, that's you, and I'm not going to knock it because some people, everyone's different, right? But what I think works for me, what I know what works for me, and I believe a lot of people is not getting burnt out. If you get burnt out, you're not going to love what you're doing as well. Again, it's back to the passion thing. For me, I'm definitely a grinder. I definitely put in like a solid day's work. Uh, you know, Lots of time on the schoolwork, lots of time on competing, and then on content as well. But when I find my time, I definitely try to enjoy myself, have a bit of social life, right? I think that's key. Definitely making time to talk or hang out with friends, family, whatever it may be. I think even a little bit of partying is cool if that's what you're into. You just don't want to get too distracted, right? It's okay to be normal and have a life, but it's at the same time that you have to stay focused, right? You have to have priorities. You know, you can't party every night. You can't hang out with your friends every night or every day because you still have to stay on the grind and work on what you're passionate about and what you want to work towards, right? But I'm not saying that you can't work or you can't hang out with people or you can't go out and have a good night, right? As long as you have a good balance. Balance is key. And then again, easier said than done. It's so easy to either get wrapped up in just partying or having fun with friends rather than your goals, or the complete opposite. It's easy to get wrapped up in your goals and just constantly full send on it, and then you don't have any social life, and you kind of feel either alone or sad or depressed. And like I said, you just don't want to get wrapped up too much on either side. You want to make sure it's a nice balance, and having a nice balance will allow you to be successful in all areas of life, not just your goals, but also just a social life and being able to do that. Because I think, again, a big misconception is you got to just lock yourself away and grind, and for some people you can, but it's just, to me, it's not worth it. I think you could definitely mix a nice balance in there, and if anything, I think it keeps it fresh, right? It keeps the grind fresh, right? When